Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are testing out Wet n Wild and I'm going to be also telling you which one made it to my favorite list and which didn't make the cut. So this is my opinion. Opinions differ, nothing to get offended about. Let's not waste any more time and let's apply this on my face. I'll swatch each and every product for you, and towards the end we'll tell you what I liked, what I disliked, and the timestamps are right here, so if you want to skip all of this you can go straight to that. Before I get started, just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for the incredible love, overwhelming response that you have shown on my top skincare video. Let's get started with the foundation concealer. Foundation seems to be everyone's favorite. I have mixed reactions for it and I shall let you guys know. So I'm going to take the Photo Focus Face Primer in matte and I'm just going to apply that on my T-zone area because I've got combination skin. So I noticed that the makeup sits better if I combine a primer. And this primer is excellent for people with oily skin. It minimizes the pores. It just makes the makeup sit so beautifully. I highly suggest you to get the primer, this matte one as well as the glowy one. It's a great drugstore find. So first I'm going to apply the foundation and then I'll apply the concealer because I realized that the concealer is not too strong. Taking the spatula, I'm taking Golden Beige. I'm okay with the spatula. I'm not too mad at it, though I wish it was a pump. It would have made it much more easier. And I don't like the smell of it, okay? The smell, it smells of paint, like a chemical smell. So as soon as you apply this foundation, you can notice that it is a full coverage foundation. It's not too runny, okay? So basically it's got a little thickness to it, a creaminess to it, but it sets immediately. So you cannot waste time when you're blending this foundation for sure. And if you're a beginner, do one side at a time and you can immediately see how matte this foundation is. Oh my god, it's like super matte. The only problem with Wet n Wild is their shade chart. I mean, it's quite pathetic, the color range. I do wish that they had more in-between colors and darker colors. In the summer, I'm an NC42 because I tan very badly, and in winter, I am NC40. So if you are my skin tone, then you can make this foundation work, but I would still suggest you to go for a shade darker than this. And what I don't like about this foundation is the white tones that it has. I wish there was a lot more yellow tone because I love my foundation to have that yellow tone, and this doesn't have that. So what do I think about this foundation? I like the packaging minus the spatula. I wish it had a pump. I like the glass bottle. You're getting 30 ml of it for the price that you're paying. It's fantastic. Full coverage foundation, drugstore, cruelty free. Sits really well on your skin if you have combination normal to really oily skin. You're going to love this. If you have dry skin, please don't even think of buying a primer and making this work. Stay the hell away from it. And this foundation does last for up to 5 to 6 hours. After that, your natural oils, if you have oily skin, starts to seep through, which is very natural with all of my foundation. I just have to go around with it with a compact powder, but every other place where it is dry, it just clings onto it. So I have to really moisturize very well much before applying this foundation. I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. It lost its marks only because of that chemical paint-like smell, and it's a bit too matte for my liking. If you really love a full coverage, super duper matte foundation, this is the one. Right, on top of this, I'm adding the medium peach Photo Focus concealer, and this has got a lot of peach tones to it, which I'm not mad at because I love a concealer that has got that orangey peach tone. It just eradicates my dark circles. It kind of diminishes it. I have tried this so many times and all I can tell you is this is not a full coverage concealer. If you are looking for a very light concealer, like for a person who's got matured skin and doesn't want those cakey full coverage concealers, then you probably will like this. This has kind of like a semi creamy formula. It's not too matte, not too creamy. Can you see that? You can still see that little darkness under my eye, which I have to go on with it again and again. So yes, this is a very reasonable concealer from the drugstore and it is quite nice, but it will run off really quickly. The Shape Tape does crease my under eye a lot more than what this one does. For me, I prefer a concealer being full coverage because I use a concealer a lot more than a foundation. Now to set my face, I did get the Mega Glow contouring palette in Dulce, I think, and I do love this contouring palette, but it is not something that you can contour with, because as usual they've got only 2 shades that have been launched out here, and both the shades, if for a deeper skin tone, it's not going to show as a contour. This one has got a more peachy tone and the first one has got a more banana tone, and I wish I had that. It does manage to brighten my under eye area, and I did realize that if you take a damp sponge, this works even better than a brush. You will notice as soon as you dip your brush into that, you will see a lot of fallout. And I'm just going to right now set my under eye area. I'm not going to set anywhere else, because the best thing about this foundation is you do not need a compact powder because it is that matte. It is very, very drying. But it does bronze up and warm your face really well, almost like a sun-kissed look, because it does not have an orange tone. It's not too warm at the same time. It's got like a neutral warm and a cool tone to it, especially this one. I have really been enjoying this bronzer for sure. Now, when I did my top eyeshadow palette video, I spoke about Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance, which is one of my favorite palettes. And this is the dupe of the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It is a travel-friendly palette. It is beautiful. And out of the 3 shades that they have, I think Rose in the Air is one of their best shades for sure. So right now I'm going to use this in my base. I'm going to apply this all over my eyelids, this on the crease line, and again I'm going to blend a little bit of berry tones. So Anastasia Beverly Hills, when you dip your brush into the eyeshadow, it gives such a kickback. It goes absolutely crazy. But for a drugstore, this one definitely has a bit of a kickback, but not as much as the Anastasia one. It is so buttery soft, it blends really easy, and this color is to die for. Now I'm taking the Wet n Wild liquid liner, and it looks really jet black on the back of your hand, but the moment you apply this on your eyelids, it just doesn't translate. So I'm taking my favorite M250 brush, and I'm just going to draw the thinnest winged eyeliner. So yeah, it's not the best eyeliner for sure, and I'm giving this a 5 out of 10. It does the trick of providing that eyeliner for you, but it's very difficult to get that pigmentation. Now when it comes to eyebrows, as you notice, I already did my eyebrows before getting to my makeup. The reason being is the eyebrow pencil that I wanted was not available at Boots. I bought the Mega Clear Brow and Lash Mascara, which is like a clear gel, and I do not like this at all. Another product that I would definitely give it a miss, only because the moment you take the wand out, you feel absolutely nothing on the wand. The product is so thick inside, it's so gloopy, that I have to go in with a cotton bud and take the liquid out of it. I have to take this, dip it into it, take it and apply that. So definitely this gets like a 4 out of 10. So I'm taking the Phonetic Cat Eye Mascara, which seems to be everyone's favorite, and I'm just going to apply that all over my lashes. And I can tell you right now, I have tried this before and I do not like it one bit. This does separate the lashes because of its wand applicator, but nothing for me to scream about. It gives me like a spidery look, as if there's a dead spider with its legs all over the place on top of my eyelids. This for me gets 3, 4. They're better drugstore mascara, slightly more expensive than this, but does a better job. Now when it comes to eye pencils, I do like the Cold Crayon from Wet n Wild. I do have a lot of black eye pencils, and lately I've been reaching out for those nude and whites, and I love this one. This is called Rose Natural. Can you see how it brightens up that eye? It just opens it up, and this definitely gets a 9 out of 10 for me. Very vaccinous formula. It's not going to spread at all. It just stays put, and I love that you're getting it's value for money. Look at the size of it. I love it. The Color Icon blushes from Wet n Wild is one of the best drugstore blushes for sure, especially this one called Mellow Wine, which is every girl should have this. All brown girls should have this. It's a definite must have. Very, very pigmented. A little goes a long way. It's so flattering for the skin, on our skin tone. This is one of my favorite finds from the drugstore for sure. Beautiful blusher. The Mega Glow Highlighter in Precious Petal is such a beautiful peachy pink color for my skin tone. The other one was a little bit too white for my liking, but better than the powder highlighter. I love the liquid highlighter because for me, when it comes to highlighters, I like something that will give me a very subtle glow. The Mega Glow Hello Halo Gilded Glow Liquid Highlighter is one of the most prettiest liquid highlighter I have come across from the drugstore. For the price that you're paying, you're getting an unbelievable highlighter, you guys. And these highlighters are value for money. I think the powder highlighter definitely gets a 9 out of 10, and the liquid highlighter gets a 9.5 out of 10. I also like the wand applicator. It is nice and thick. A little goes a long way with these two highlighters, especially the liquid one. What a beautiful color. Wet n Wild Color Icon Lip Liner in Chestnut. How many times have you seen me repeating this being one of my favorite time and time again? It's one of the most beautiful lip liner, definitely like a luxury one. It glides on really easily, gives you that incredible pout, and this color in general, Chestnut, is such a fantastic brownie nude pencil because the formula is lovely, and this one, Chestnut, gets a 10 on 10. In fact, I think the range of this color icon lip pencils, look at the size of it, value for money, a complete 10. The last step is the liquid lipstick, and this is the Catsuit liquid lipstick, and the shade that I love is Berry Recognize and Gimme Mocha. Gimme Mocha is my most favorite brownie nude lipstick, definitely from the drugstore. The color is a complete 10 on 10. But the formula is a 5 on 10. It is very drying, you guys. But if you're looking out for a good liquid lipstick that is extremely pigmented, very, very opaque as soon as you apply on the lips, that full-on color, one swipe color, and you are venturing into liquid lipsticks, you're not too sure, you do not want to spend too much on a liquid lipstick, then you can reach out for this. And if you are somebody who's not too particular about your lips being dry because of a liquid lipstick, then you can reach out for this. So overall, I would give these liquid lipstick a 7 out of 10, only because of the pigmentation and because of the color that you get and how budget friendly it is. And so to give me a little more hydration on the lips, because you guys know I'm all about the gloss, I'm going for the Color Icon Lip Gloss in Featherless. This is extremely affordable, but I don't like this lip gloss at all. Featherless is a soft peachy pink. It is really nice, but I found this to be a bit too sticky and not too glass-like. And lately I've been loving a good lip gloss that gives me like a glass-like effect. For example, I'm going to take the Gloss Angeles Extra Shine from Smashbox. Can you see that? That's beautiful. That's the kind of shiny lip gloss I'm looking for, and this is not at all sticky. So I wanted to include this one. This is the Color Icon Glitter Single Eyeshadow. I got the shade Newcomer, which is like a peachy, shimmery one. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't think I even want to give it a rating. I wouldn't even give it a 5 because nor did it give me that shine. It did not give me that wet appeal that I'm looking out for. Definitely there are better shiny glittery eyeshadows in the drugstore, like from Barry M, Makeup Revolution supersedes out there. NYX does even better. So I don't think I can recommend this one. So when it comes to setting sprays, I do like the Photo Focus setting spray. I couldn't get one in hand because it was completely out of stock at Boots. Let me tell you exactly what I think is worth the money completely. Photo Focus Face Primer, which I absolutely love. I love the way how it mattifies the face, at the same time how my makeup sits on that. If you have the glow primer, if you can get the glow primer of this, please grab it. That's something that I will definitely go and get. The second favorite of mine is the foundation. Well, it is a bit too matte for my liking, and I think because I have combination skin, I can make it work depending on the primer that I put underneath that. I just wish that I got my right shade, you know, because I feel this is a bit too white for me. I need something a little more warmer. It's such a great drugstore makeup. I can't wait for them to cater to the in-between colors and the darker colors for sure. And if they could improve on the fragrance, nothing like it. And if they could put a pump also, nothing like it. But saying that, it is lovely. But if you have dry skin, it's a big no-no. The next favorite item is this Wet n Wild. This is the Color Icon eyeshadow palettes. You get 3 of them. I think Rose in the Air is one of the best. It's a great dupe for the Anastasia one. Out of the 10 shades, there are about 3-4 that are not consistent, a little bit patchy and not pigmented. This is such a travel-friendly one. Put it in your makeup bag. You're good to go. It just blends really well. Just the berry color. Maybe it's just my palette that did not work for me, but I do like this eyeshadow palette a lot, and definitely it's coming to the top 5 list. Yes to the highlighter. I think the liquid highlighter more than the powder highlighter for me, and if you are like me who likes a very subtle highlighter, then I think you are going to really enjoy how it melts on the skin and gives you a very natural glow to it. A big yes to the Hello Halo one. I really like it, and this one, the Gilded Glow, is one of the best colors for someone that is my skin tone. The next one is the Color Icon. This lip liner is to die for. I absolutely love it. Please go get the shade called Chestnut. It is absolutely beautiful. The Color Icon Kohl pencils, which especially this one called Rose Natural, which is such a lovely nude pencil. You're looking for a nice nude pencil that is waxy in its formula, that will stay on your waterline without spreading. This is the one. Like I said, it reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury one, including the Marc Jacob one, the Mega Glow contour palette, which is not a contour palette, it's a bronzing palette, so you're looking out for a good bronzer, and I have really enjoyed this. And oh my god, this blush, the Color Icon blush, especially this one called Mellow Wine, you have to get it. It is a definite 10 on 10, one of my favorite blushes, one of my favorite finds. So I hope you found this video helpful. It is a personal choice, obviously. I know many who love the concealer and many who love the eyeliner and the liquid lipsticks. They can't do without it. And let me know what other drugstore makeup you would like me to do the best and worst of, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.